Good morning, third grade. We're about to start one of my favorite lessons of the year. We get to put you to the test and see how well you know your multiplication facts, because in this lesson you're going to learn how to multiply using the multiplication algorithm. That's a fancy way of saying we are going to multiply numbers like 3 times 45, 5 times 82. We're going to take a one-digit number and multiply it times a two-digit number, times a three-digit number, times a four-digit number. So I'll show you the steps that are involved with that. So before we get started, make sure you grab a pencil. You want scrap paper. And in your materials folder that I sent home, there is a multiplication table. That would be helpful if you don't quite know, or you don't have all the multiplication facts mastered that we might have up on the board here. It'd be helpful for you to try and use that. Alright, so we are going to be using the multiplication algorithm here, and in that algorithm we need to multiply this 3 times each digit. My first step I need to complete here is multiply 3 times 5. I need to multiply the 3 times the ones place. 3 times 5 is 15. Now I cannot write 15 down here. What I need to do is I need to regroup my tens. So I can write the ones place down here. 3 times 5 was 15, so I can write the 5 in the ones place. But then I have an extra 10 and I need to move that over one spot. So I will move that over here to the tens place. Alright. My next step, I'm going to forget about this for just a little bit and I'll come back to it in a second. So I want to do 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. And then I also have that extra 1 up on top. So what I need to do with that is now I need to add. So I'm actually multiplying and I'm adding in the same problem here. So 4 times 3 I said was 12, plus 1 is 13. And now this time I can actually write 13 down here because I don't have a number in my hundreds place. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate how to do 5 times 82 here. So I'm going to rewrite that going vertically. Anytime I have a problem like this, from now on I'm going to rewrite it going vertically. It's just much easier for us to learn how to multiply these. Alright, so I want to do 5 times 2 because that's the ones place. So take the 5 times the ones place first. 5 times 2 is 10. Can't write 10 down here, but I can write the 0 for the ones place. And then I need to regroup, move one of the tens over here to the tens place. My next step is 5 times 8. And 5 times 8 is 40. I also have this extra 1 up here. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 1. Remember, I have to add that. Altogether, that would be 410. Alright, I've got 3 more examples here. I'm going to cover them up a little bit. So we're going to focus on 63 times 9. First step, always start with the ones place. We'll do 9 times 3. 9 times 3. That is 27. I can't write the 2 down here, but I can move it over to the tens place. So we'll save that for a little bit and we'll add it after we multiply 9 times 6. And 9 times 6. 9 times 6. If you're struggling with that, remember you got the magic 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 54. 5 tens, 4 ones. Plus 2, so 54 plus 2 is 56. So 63 times 9 is 567. Moving over to my next problem. 6 times 4. 6 times 4, that is 24. So I can write the 2 above the 1. Make sure you write it right above the 1. Okay. Then I move to the tens place. I'm going to multiply the 4 times the tens place. 4 times 1, I know that's 4. And I had that additional 2 that I needed to add to this, so that would actually be 6. The next part, I still have a hundreds place here that I need to multiply times 4. So I want to do 4 times 5, and 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. So my answer, my product here is 2064. And this is the last one I'll go through before I have you trying your own examples here. So I want to do 8,125 times 2. Start with the ones, 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. I regroup, put that above the next spot to the left, which is the tens place. I want to do 2 times 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. I have one extra on top that I need to add to that, so 4 plus 1 is 5. Now I can do 2 times the hundreds place, and 2 times 1 is 2. I don't have anything up here, so I don't need to add anything extra. And then my last spot is 2 times 8, and 2 times 8 is 16. And then I want to write a comma there because that is 16,250. On this screen I've got 3 problems for you to try at home. So right now I want you to hit the pause button, copy these 3 problems down, and go ahead and try them. And then once you push play, I'll go through how to solve each one of these. Welcome back. Let's try 75 times 5. I know 5 times 5, that is 25. I regroup, I write that right above the 7. And then I do 7 times 5, and 7 times 5 I know is 35. I have an extra 2 on top. That would be 37. So my product for 75 times 5 is 375. Moving to the next one. 604 times 2. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, and I go 1, 2, 3, and then I put the comma there. So 1,208 is the product of 604 times 2. Last one on this screen, and then I'll have 3 more for you to try after this. So go through this example, and then I'll have you pause it again. 9 times 9 is 81. Right, 8 up there this time. 9 times 1 I know is 9. But then I have this additional 8, so 9 plus 8 is 17. And I regroup one more time. And 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So 1,971. Alright, I've got 3 more examples here for you to try. Go ahead again and push pause right now. Copy these down on your scrap paper, and then when you get back after you've tried these, go ahead and push play, and I will go through each one of these. Each one of these 3 problems is probably a little bit more challenging than the last one, so it should be a little bit harder. Okay, good luck. Alright, welcome back. Let's try these 3 problems together. 2 times 6 is 12. I regroup. 7 times 6. 7 times 6, 42. Plus 1 is 43. Put a 4 right above the 0. When I move it over, I want to move it over 1 spot every single time. 6 times 0 is 0. but then I have to add 4. So 0 plus 4 is 4. And then I do the last part, 9 times 6, 9 times 6, that is 54. I don't have anything to add in, so I can write down 54. And then 1, 2, 3. 54,432. And let's go to the middle one. 3,082 times 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Regroup. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 7 is 56. I have one more to add. Plus 1 is 57. Don't forget to move the tens over one spot. 0 times 7 is 0. But then I have 5 to add to that, so that would be 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. And then the last spot for the thousands, 3 times 7 is 21. 21,574. And the last one here, and then that'll kind of wrap up our video for today. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 9 is 36. I can't write 36 down here. I need to move the 3 up top. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus this 3, 19. Regroup. 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1. So 21. 21,964. If you need to go back and rewind and watch any of these problems again, I would encourage you to do that. Thanks for sticking with me, and if you can do these last few problems that we just did, I know you'll do really, really well on our homework sheet. So good luck to you, and we'll see you next time, 3rd grade.